Hello and welcome to another update video about the S&P 500. A lot of people asked me for an update about the S&P. To be fair, not too much has happened since the last video. I can't remember when I made it, and I can't remember if the last one was before or after we reached the reversal area. Anyway, we had here one short area in there, one resistance area, short area, and that was triggered. We then came down. I believe we have a 5-wave move down. Complete, yeah. So, and there's now basically two options. My interpretation of this would be that these 5 waves are in now. It's a very choppy movement here, a very choppy movement. So we've got 5 waves down, the low could be in, and at any moment we need to be ready for a reversal to the upside. However, I need to say, or I need to add to that, that this move down only really touched this support area, and the move that's currently happening here doesn't look really impulsive in any way, because ideally what we want to see is now a 5-wave move up of the low, yeah? So the situation that we have here on the S&P chart is that the move up was unfortunately not impulsive, which means we can have various counts here. You know, all of this could just be an A wave. We now move down in B, move up in C, and will then come down once more. That's possible. Make another low for the S&P. That's likely, unfortunately, or at least possible, because this is not an impulse. So we have a possible reversal, yes, but it's not too reliable. Because as I always say, when you have no impulse, just a diagonal pattern, then you need to watch out for possible fake outs, yeah, and fake lows. But at the moment we can go with it. I mean, this is a trend reversal area where I would expect the price to get into. I mean, we talked about that reversal area up here. We did get into it. Question is it already finished? I have my doubts, because normally such a so-called, yeah, you can call it a rectangle pattern. Maybe it's also a triangle. Normally suggests trend continuation here to the downside in that case. Got a bit of a rectangle, a range here. I mean, in my opinion, you know, if we really break, I mean, this is probably the most relevant resistance level here, which is around 3897. A break above that could trigger the beginning of this uptrend. But I really don't know what this is. I mean, this can be various things, right? The market hasn't really made up its mind. You can see how relevant this support area was. Just to remind yourself, this was located between the 50% retracement, the first very likely target for a wave 2, and the 78.6 retracement here at 3632. I mentioned many times that when you have a leading diagonal, the wave 2, so this could be the wave 1, this would be the wave 2. The wave 2 will be the stress test for a possible reversal, because with a diagonal pattern, because it can also be a corrective wave pattern, you always need to test the support level. Yeah, before that you can't really comment. This could be a WXY, it could be a lot of things, a lot of corrective wave patterns move the same way, but also possible leading diagonals. And the reason why I consider here that this could be a leading diagonal at the beginning of a new uptrend is because this green support area was a long-term support area. So it could very well be that we're going to move into a large uptrend now. But we need to hold this yellow support area. At the moment, it looks like we're doing it, but we can't really get off the ground, which normally would suggest we could get one more low in, yeah? I mean, this all could just be the wave 4 still. Yeah, you know that these could be Elliott wave triangles. So, you know, we can try to count it, but it would be a mess with all these movements. But you can get here in the wave 4, basically. Let's give it a go. Each of the subwaves must be a corrective wave structure, basically. So the only way to do this would probably be here an A wave up, B wave down. That can go below the beginning of the A wave. But then this would probably be the C wave here, because it moved a little bit higher than that high. This would need to be the D wave, and this could be the E wave. So we could be ready for a sell-off, as long as we stay now below the 3906 level. Getting above that would indicate that the triangle either is broken to the upside, or we have to reset it, which means that, for example, the C wave was never finished. But yeah, that's something interesting. So this could just be an Elliott wave triangle instead of a range, but the Elliott wave triangles don't necessarily have to have a symmetrical triangle shape, but this one actually more or less does. I thought I had hidden that line here somewhere. Yeah. So we're moving into a, actually a little bit of a contracting triangle. That would actually suggest wave 4 was not yet over. To be fair, also the move down here in this wave 5, if this had been wave 5, would be very weak. So if I had to make a call here, I would say we give it a go, one more low here to the downside into the yellow support area. Which support level will then be relevant? We're talking here about, that would most likely be the 61.8% fib. So let me just adjust that. We're talking here about the 3737 level, plus minus a couple of dollars maybe. But that would be the 61.8% retrace. Going below 3636 would mean that most likely this 1-2 setup is not going to hold and we will make one more low. Therefore, the yellow area is the stress test. And again, breaking above that resistance area that I mentioned to you could trigger the move up in a wave 3. If we start from here in a wave 3 to the upside, we could be looking at the 4780 level. Yeah, so that's quite a bit of a move up. Let's see where the market is going to take us. I would rather say to the downside, but as always, you're now in a range, you're in a pattern, so we need to wait for the signal of the market, which direction we go. With the Elliott wave count here, you would normally suggest it to go down, because the E wave, the market would usually break out to the opposite side of the E wave. This is a range trend continuation pattern. In all likelihood, you would normally expect lower. And as long as we reverse in the yellow area, we can move up in a wave 3. But important to understand, if we break above these highs, it would indicate most likely the low is already in. That would be the 3,905 level pretty much. But then this would be some kind of a weird leading diagonal to the upside in a wave 1 probably. Not really a fan of that. So yeah, we ideally one more low in this move down. Okay, and that's my update about the S&P 500. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.